Hi, it's so good to see you again today. So you've come in for a little bit of a hair trim and a little bit of scalp attention, and I'm just going to manipulate your scalp, give it a massage, just give you the full works really. Is that okay with you? Good. It's lovely to see you. How have you been keeping? Yeah? Lovely. Well, I'm going to just have a quick look through your scalp to start with, using this lovely little wooden stick just to separate the hairs out. I hope that's okay with you. Good. I know I've missed you too. Let's have a little look. So, what have you been up to recently? You've got a bit of fluff in your hair. Is it windy out? Yeah? Is there some leaves floating around? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm just going to make sure you are nice and comfortable there. Good? Right, let's have a little look at the scalp. Okay. So, any particular problems to report? Your hair's a bit fluffy at the moment. Yeah. Okay. Let's just give it a little bit of scratch just to loosen it up. Okay, good. I'm just going to work my way through your scalp just to see if there is anything that needs extra attention. Okay. Right, so I've got the front, I've got your hairline here. Let's have a little look. Is that scratchy there? Yeah. And see that you've got a few tender points actually on your scalp today. There's some little red spots. Yeah. If you've gone a little while without washing your hair. Yeah. It could be due to that. There could be a little bit of, it might just need a little bit of a clean, to be honest. Yeah, maybe a little bit more frequently. I know we don't want to wash it too much because then our hair actually fights it and produces more oils to counteract the fact we're washing out our natural oils all the time. So, just work our way around. Yeah. Well, we do a special treatment here. It's generally not advised, but I know that it's something that you have personally requested. And today I am also going to be plucking grey hairs. Now, this is not something that is generally advised for anybody to do, but I know that you will particularly enjoy it. And is that okay? Yeah. No, I mean, we all get greyer hairs from time to time. I think I'm starting to get some greys at the front. It's probably what having a baby does to you. I need to re-dye it. It's a lovely red, but I'm also wondering about going blonde again, so I'm not sure at the moment what colour to go. What do you think? I would love to go like a dusky pink or purple. There are some lovely hair dyes now, but I thought I might do that. Just going to get you to turn towards this way a little bit. That's it, good. Nice scratch, nice scratchy scratch. Scalp scratches are lovely, aren't they? So, let's give you a massage now. face away from me a little bit. There we go. Great. Makes you comfortable. So whereabouts do you come from? Yeah. Is it nice there? That sounds like a lovely place to escape to. Lots of trees and fields. I imagine there's lots of wildlife. Yeah? Yeah, I think it'd be good for us to all have that kind of break at the moment. Explore somewhere new. I think a lot of us are craving that. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We just have to be patient at the moment. You are a good person and you do so many good things. You always think of others. You also try so hard yourself. You have so much on. And even when you don't have a lot on, you're always thinking and caring about others and making sure that everybody is okay. That takes a lot of emotional strain. Always. Yeah. We don't really realise that often when we're putting all of our emotions out there to help others, we are feeling, we pick up on the person's transference. So what transference is when we start feeling how that other person feels just by speaking to them quite frequently, empathizing with how they feel. And sometimes we do just need to give ourselves some space and not be feeling everything for everyone else all the time, because we get very overwhelmed with caring for everyone all the time. We will take on that person's emotions, their pain, and when things aren't so easy at the moment anyway, it's not always best for us to be doing that too. So just be mindful of how much emotional stress you're taking on, even if it's not physical stress. Yeah, this is something that comes up a lot in psychotherapy. So if you're a therapist, you very easily feel other people's pain, and this is why therapists need to see a regular supervisor, because they need to offload all these emotions they're feeling from all their clients so that it doesn't personally affect them. It's a very, very emotionally draining job, because for them to really understand us and to help us, they need to put themselves in our shoes, and that's not easy. And we act as therapists for our friends all the time and our family. That is hard work, really hard work, so don't worry. Try not to think and feel everything all the time. Often, social media is a massive contributor to this. We spend a lot of our time scrolling through pages, finding new, scary, exciting, shocking things that's been shared, and we start feeling, just going to grab some of those hairs now, start feeling the pain and suffering of those who are caught up in whatever it may be we're looking at. Say it was a car crash. Just imagine the overwhelming emotional load we are carrying, because we're feeling everything we come across in social media. We're feeling all the pain of everyone who's lost somebody with COVID. We're feeling the pain of everyone who's sharing their mental health journeys at the moment. We're feeling so many difficult emotions. And how is the human brain supposed to cope with all of that? It's not. And no wonder many of us are feeling very low and feeling really down at the moment, because we're just trapped. We're trapped in social media, we're trapped in our own homes. We don't get any change of environment. We need to find something in those spaces that is an escape. Something that really works for a lot of people at the moment is playing games. Gaming is a great escape, especially if it's into a different type of world. And also reading a book. That's fantastic at the moment. Really good idea. Read a book or listen to an audio tape if you're unable to read or don't have the energy to pick up a new book. Just listen to a story. Also listening to meditation journeys on exploring new lands. Learn something new, maybe do an online course. That's what I'm doing. I'm currently learning about crystal reiki. I'm a level 2 reiki practitioner. I qualified last year. That's what I did in first lockdown. And now I'm doing my training in crystal reiki, which is a much more in-depth course. I'm learning about the structural properties of different minerals at the moment, and how they, due to the heat and pressure that's put on them when they're forming, they have a natural current, a natural vibration. And just going to get this hair here. And that those vibrations stay within the crystal. You can prove this by how a lot of watches have quartz in them, and that helps them to keep time. So for those who disprove the use of healing through crystals, there is some, I don't completely believe everything that's said about this crystal heals this or heals that, but sometimes in believing something or convincing yourself to believe something, it can be an escape and it can make us feel much better. So I find it fascinating. And even though, I question it like a lot of people do, I roll with it and I go with it. And if it happens to help even just one person through the use of looking at crystals and their potential healing properties, then there's nothing wrong with that. And if people do gain benefit from it, say they came to a session and it helps, then that's brilliant. It doesn't necessarily mean it's it doesn't necessarily mean you have to believe in the properties. Just having that experience, that escape again, someone who's giving you personal attention actually is much more important than the potential healing properties of them. But it gives us a reason to be there, doesn't it? And it's something quite interesting to learn about. And so I threw myself into it as if I fully believe. And the same with Reiki and the healing energy of the universe. I was having this discussion with a family member recently, and we have come to understand what we know about the world in such a short space of time. Literally hundreds of years, if not thousands of years, have we come to this point of knowing what things are around us. And what is to say that we know everything? We can't possibly know everything, because there's so much more yet to explore. And there are probably many, many things we do not yet understand. So who's to say that healing energy doesn't exist? That there aren't other dimensions? That there isn't the potential for more? I mean, it wasn't that long ago that the general consensus was that the Earth was flat, and we've disproved that. So there might be things we've convinced ourselves from all the science, yes, that are true, but there may be things we haven't learned yet. And actually, this actually helps me feel better. It makes me feel better that we don't know everything. Because it makes me look at the bigger picture and how we are so wrapped up in our minds, in social media, in everything everyone's thinking and saying and sharing all the time. Then we're not really living. And we've so much more out there to explore. We're actually becoming so introverted. There is so much more to discover. And when I feel low and depressed, actually, these are the times I then explore more. I want to explore the stars. I want to know about crystals. I want to know about how the earth is formed. I want to know there is more than what we have now. And there is, because we don't know really anything yet. We think we do, and we convince ourselves that we do. But there is so much more. And it kind of makes me want to be a scientist. I'm not very good at science, but I would love to hear your theories, because I'm really open to understanding at the moment, open to believing that there is more than this mess that we're kind of in at the moment. There has to be. So I endeavour to encourage you to explore more and to stretch out and reach out further than what you're doing every day. Learn to think about how some of your feelings are quite insignificant, and that they really do not matter. Some of our worries is really, sometimes we just get too overwhelmed and caught up in everything that we are thinking about. Is just too much sometimes. So there is more to life than what we know, and there is more to this depression, this low feeling that many of us are feeling at the moment. There is so much more going on out there, and we are just yet to discover it. So we will get there eventually, and we will go back to our normal lives at some point. So just hold on to hope. Maybe we can learn something from this. Maybe there is something waiting for us. Something that really greatly worries me at the moment is how introverted we are becoming, and how obsessed we are with the opinion of everyone and everything else. Rather than working together, we just want to find problems with everything. And we can see how this is pulling society apart. It's really unhealthy, really damaging. The world we are currently in is mentally in a very unhealthy place. We really need to break free from this. We really need something. We need to look past what is right there inside of our heads, and we actually need to look right in front of our eyes to really appreciate what it is to be human and what it is to be on this earth, and to actually find more meaning in the simple things again, because a lot of us are just seeking more and more materialistic items. I do it all the time. It's like we're looking for something that we just don't understand, that I think at the heart of it, it's almost the sort of meaning of life that we're looking for. Like, what we're all involved in every day, being on the computer, talking to each other, concepts of everything. Everything that we perceive and understand is created by us, which is very inward thinking, really. What we think is important is only important because we've said it is. And that is a very unhealthy way of looking at things. Why can't we appreciate what's just around us? I mean, hopefully, but it won't, it'll go back to how it was, but hopefully when we're all set free again, we will then be able to appreciate the grass and the trees and nature. But human race is slowly destroying that too. What are we going to do? What do you think we should do? I mean, there's only so much we can do. Moving to another planet's only gonna do so much before that gets destroyed as well. I think we need to explore. We need to make new discoveries. We need to push the limits, and I think that's not too far out of our reach now. They're making discoveries all the time about what's on Mars. Is there actually water locked away in the crust, rather than it having evaporated into the atmosphere, like they used to believe? There's just so many things for us to discover, but we are manifesting a really unhealthy way of living. Things that are helping me at the moment that might help you is meditation, because it really helps you to appreciate what is around you and what we are all what the important things are. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a rough comb to finish, and I hope my little spiel is helpful to at least one of you. The chair squeaks like crazy. I hope this has been relaxing for you. We should call this something like Laura's chats and hair play. Is it philosophical? Is it philosophical? Is it a philosophical chat? Is that what it is? I'm not sure. You tell me what it is. But I do love exploring what could be, what there is, there's so many things in front of our eyes we don't know. So let's comb your hair now and get it lovely and smooth so that you look at least a little bit more presentable than when you came in. I know the wind and the leaves had really ravished your hair. Lovely. Well, your hair looks so smooth now. I hope that was okay. I've managed to remove some little grey hairs that I've managed to find. And we'll just keep treating your hair in the future with small oils to help. Yes, maybe pick up. It might be worth changing your shampoo if you're finding there is residue building up in your hair. Yeah, that looks so much better now. I'm so glad you were able to come and see me again today. I look forward to the next time we meet again. Thank you for now, and goodbye and take care. I'm always thinking of all of you, and I'll try not to absorb too much of the overwhelming emotional feelings that are coming through all of us at the moment. Take care, everyone.